Hi everybody, I'm Joey Paul and I'm an indie author and welcome back to my channel. I write young adult fiction across a variety of genres, and if you think that might interest you, then think about subscribing below. So it's that time of the month where we go over what I achieved over the past month, as well as reviewing the goals I set myself 2 months ago and setting new goals for the coming 2 months. As usual, we're going to split it into 3 categories: work, health and miscellaneous, and starting with work. I managed 20 chapters, 86 pages and 45,704 words in June, and I was very happy with that. I finished both Viral Eradication and The Computer Science Hacker, which brought me to the end of my current drafting projects and the end of their respective series. I was really happy with how they both came together, but also sad to see the end of my time in both worlds. I also managed to finish dev edits for Third Ache, and the cover reveal for that is next week, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. It's now with the line editor and things are looking like they're coming together nicely. On top of that, I had another audiobook release. Walk a Mile is out now on Audible and iTunes, and the link for that is below. There were also sensitivity reader revisions to start with Translucent. I had 2 readers, so I'm going through one first and then starting with the other one later on down the line. I also booked both of them for the next book in the Invisible Quartet, since I didn't want to risk not being able to work with them because they both gave such amazing feedback. Other audiobooks are also ongoing and all is going well there. Sadly, one of my narrators had to pull out for personal reasons, and because of that, Invisible is back out for audition. I was sad to see him go because he has an amazing voice, but these things can't be helped. Work has been a nice distraction for me with all the other not so fun things going on, but I'll get to those in a moment. And in health, I had me put on the 7th and that went about as well as expected. I got a horrible cold at the start of June. We thought that maybe it was COVID again, but thankfully it turned out not to be, so that kind of like wiped me for the first week. I also hit a very depressive low, but I'm starting to come out of it now. Pain-wise, we're still waiting on that referral to happen, so it's just a case of managing while I'm with what I can. Sleep has gone the other way than before and has started to be excessive during the day, which is a win in some ways because I'm catching up on my sleep debt, but very much not in others. And in the miscellaneous section, I had some major bad news about a close family member, and I'm still kind of like reeling from that, but we did manage to get to Thorpe this month and had a good time on the roller coasters, so that bad news came while I was at Thorpe, which set the mood for the remainder of the day. Like I said, I also had a cold last month, so I had to miss wheelchair walks, and because of that I only really got to do my 9 laps a handful of times, but there's always next month to pick things up again. So now it's time to review the goals I set myself for May and June. Number 1, write 40 chapters at 20 of each book. Done, I did 40 exactly. Number 2, read 30 books. Done, I managed 36 books in May and about the same in June. Number 3, do edits for Crime Chronicles Third Ache. Done, I did this over May and June, making 3 passes for developmental edits. Number 4, start sensitivity reader revisions for Translucent. Done, I did this in June. Number 5, finish Viral Eradication and Disability Detectives The Computer Science Hacker. Also done, I finished them both in June. Number 6, send 2 newsletters. Done, I managed to get them both out on the 1st. And if you ever want to join my newsletter, the link is below. Number 7, take 2 days off completely each month. Done, I had about 3 days off in May and about 2 in June. Number 8, do 2 monthly spreads in Planner. Done, I reached the end of my planner, so we'll be starting a new one in July. Number 9, post every day on Instagram. Done, I kept up with this even when I was sick by scheduling posts. And number 10, post a reel every week on Instagram. Also done, I've managed to organise myself to make sure that these were all done and posted, and that I have the next few months done as well. So that's 10 out of 10, which is very much a win. So setting new goals for July and August with the understanding that I won't be drafting anymore. I will be focusing on old revision projects. So some of these goals are going to be different. Number 1, revise 100 chapters. Number 2, read 60 books. Number 3, finish line edits for Crime Chronicles The Third Ache. Number 4, do proof edits for Crime Chronicles The Third Ache. Number 5, do cover reveal for Crime Chronicles The Third Ache. Number 6, do 1 draft of Translucent. Number 7, send 2 newsletters. Number 8, take 2 days off completely each month. Number 9, do 2 monthly spreads in Planner. Number 10, post every day on Instagram. And number 11, post a reel every week on Instagram. So there we go, that's what I'm hoping to achieve, that's what I have achieved. I am really going to be struggling to fall into a routine these next few months because I'm doing something that I've never done before, which is not having a drafting project of any kind. I'm revising and rewriting 2 other older projects, so it's going to be interesting just to see how those 100 chapters work out and whether or not I manage to put it all together, but we'll see. So what's something you did last month that you're really proud of? Let me know in the comments down below. So that's what I've got time for today. If you want to support my channel, you can comment, like or subscribe. I post new videos on Thursdays. You can find me all over social media and my books are available everywhere, and you can also sign up for my newsletter. And don't forget to pick up Invisible, which is the first in a young adult dystopian quartet. And also don't forget to grab a ticket for Wonderland in Nottingham in July 2025, where I'll be signing books. All the links for which are listed below. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep writing. Bye.